Hello, it's Rich, another fast and fun video. It's now early April, and after 6 months of cold, wet, dark weather, we're eventually now, we're turning into the spring, the better weather's coming, and suddenly the kart meets are starting. So today we're off in my STI, put it back onto the road after, well, intermittently being on and off the road throughout the winter months really, mostly to do with the replacement of the front suspension struts. But I love the start of April. We now have got the 6 best months coming, and today we're off to a car meet at Caffeine Machines in Stratford-upon-Avon. It's about an hour and a quarter, and I've met a colleague of mine who's got a modified STI, another blobeye widetrack. This one's a 2.1 stroker engine, modified, about 450 brake horsepower. So great drive up there. And these car meets, I absolutely love them, because it's not just about the drive up there and back and seeing the cars, but it's about the people that you meet, the owners that you meet, the enthusiasts. So looking forward to the drive up there, and we're late now, and first stop is, as normal, is the petrol station, and we'll be seeing that probably on the way back as well. People may recall that I changed the 2 front suspension struts to sort of genuine KYB, well they were anyway, but KYB dampers and springs and top mounts during the winter months. And I'm now in that phase of just trying to get them to bed in and settle in. It's always difficult during the winter because I don't use the car very much. So hopefully we'll get a good few 100 miles in under the car today, and try to get that suspension settled. It's already started to drop a few millimetres. Apparently it drops about 10 mil. So this will go a long way to getting that settled. And once it's all settled, after probably 400 or 500 miles, then I'll take it for a 4-wheel alignment to make sure it's all set up perfectly. So I was always a bit unsure how it'd drive, but I have to say, it's arrow straight on the steering, and the turning is sharp, it's crisp, and actually I would argue this is exactly the way I want it to drive. So yeah, it's although I feel like I have to take it in there because of what we've done, it does feel great, and the handling, as I say, it's crisp, it's direct, sharp, yeah, really, really nice. I do absolutely love the way the Scooby just pulls. The noise it makes, effortless, on these sort of short little punchy dual carriageways in between roundabouts. If you do want to go on a long journey, the STI is actually, it's a really good, comfortable place to be in. So regardless of practicality around storage and things, the actual car, 6th gear, putting it at 60, 70 on the major A roads, dual carriageways, etc., and it'll just sit there. It's relatively low in the revs. It'll just plod away mile after mile after mile, quite refined, probably still returning terrible MPG, but hang on, just make sure I get the right exit here, this roundabout. But it's actually a really comfortable place to be. So it's not until you come on with one of these longer trips or drives in the Scooby where you probably want a coffee and you take, say, you took your wallet, your mobile, your sunglasses and a few bits and pieces, charge cable, etc. And then you realise the lack of stowage. They're not, well, they've got very little. You've got your 2 cup holders near the handbrake, but that's it. You've got the ridiculously small door stowage bins that are literally as thick as your fingers. So yeah, you can slip a phone in there, but you're not going to get a wallet in there. well, unless it's a Subaru owner wallet, they've got no money left, so it's a thin wallet, so you can slide it in. Maybe that was the thinking behind it. So overtaking in a STI has never ever been easier. We've just arrived about 45 minutes early, and they won't let us in till our allotted time. So tip when you come to Caffeine Machines, don't arrive early if they're only going to let you in. So we've about a mile down the road, we found an industrial estate, we've just all pulled in, and we've just attracted quite a few Scoobies have all joined the group as well. So we're on his way back from Caffeine Machines. What do I think of the place? Really good. It's a great building. It's a great, I think it's a hotel actually, B&B place. But yeah, it's really well laid out. There's plenty of great parking. There's got plenty of great cars in there. They serve, say, drinks and food at the place, and it's yeah, it's really trendy. There's loads of tables and chairs outside as well. You can get drinks as well, alcoholic drinks as well if you want. A little bit on the expensive side, but your £10 ticket to get in, you can recoup £5 off your food and drinks bill. So in theory, it's costing you a £5 to go. So not bad at all. Yeah, met lots of great people, looked at some really great cars, and now we've got the journey back. So yeah, strongly recommend if you're sort of in that catchment area of Stratford-upon-Avon, then certainly get yourself there. You'll have a great time. Just don't arrive early, because we had loads of cars parked in every lay-by junction outside the place, because they just wouldn't let us in until, well, about 25 past, about five minutes before our allotted time we were allowed in. We're going to take a slightly different route back and enjoy the STI while this early spring sun shines out. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, please subscribe down here somewhere, and stay tuned, another video coming up next week.